Hello, bookish friends. Welcome back to Amanda's Bookish Adventures. It is day 22 of Bookmas, the final book haul of November. And we have 11 books to talk about. We have sequels, and we'll go from there. I will show you the two sequels real quickly. So we have the second novelized version of Under the Oak Tree, the novel, Volume 2 by Suji Kim. Look at those sprayed edges. Masterful. It's not a sequel, so we're just gonna slide it over here. Or actually, we have more than two sequels. We have three. We have Brimstone by Callie Hart. Look at those edges. We have Promise in Blood, which is a sequel, so I won't be reading the description of those. I want to talk about these two books first that I will read the description for because they're right there. So we have the Book of Azrael, Gods and Monsters, Book 1 by Amber V. Nicole. Look at that. I have to say, this was on my list one day to read in Kindle Unlimited. Then we have the deluxe version came out. So of course, in my way, I purchased a physical copy. Okay, let's see, where do we go? World Ender meets Ender of Worlds. 1,000 years ago, Diana gave up her life in the desert of Auroria to save her dying sister. She called upon anyone who would listen, not expecting a monster far worse than any nightmare to answer. Now she does what Caden asks, even if that means securing an ancient relic from the very creature that hunt her. A king thought long dead and long forgotten. In the old world, his name was Samkel. In the new world, it is Liam. But one title remains true throughout time. He is the world's ender. A myth to his enemies, a savior and a king to those loyal to him. After the gods' war, he locked himself away, hiding from the world. He denied his crown and responsibilities, leaving the very ones who needed him the most to deal with the fallout of the death of their home world, until an attack on those he holds dear sends him back to one realm he never wished to visit again, into sights of an enemy he thought imprisoned eons ago. Now, the enemies older than time must put aside their differences and work together in hopes of saving both their worlds and every realm in between. I'm very curious how that one's gonna play out because I've been wanting to read that for a very long time, but the sprayed edges and my very self that I call out in most of these book hauls. But I was trying to pre-order like the other links for the other special editions. They're not out yet, so I'll probably hold off because I'd like to read my special edge versions. We have Hollow by Carol Peck and Susie Van. I'm not going to say the last name. Maybe if I hold the book like this. I don't know why I'm holding the book like that. Suzanne. Ooh, these M pages are really pretty. Now, I hate to say this. I walked in Walmart the other day and I saw the Walmart edition. And I'm not saying I regret buying this edition, but Walmart's editions are getting really, really nice. The great hunt begins every 50 years, and the only champions willing to face death to shadow the curse dare to enter. Champions and me. I'm no warrior, no swordsmith, and certainly no fae. But the forest is my only hope. To enter those trees is to walk willingly to my demise. But I need the boon the forest will grant the winner, and I'm willing to risk it all for a chance at claiming it. I never expected to face him beneath those trees, the beast who strikes fear in desperate people of all lands, the monster who commands the legion of hollows and makes our plight thousands times worse. The hollows are empty of all things, but none are so heartless as him. Prince Bane intends to be the death of me, but I have an oath to fulfill before I take I let him have me, and I'll do whatever it takes to achieve it. I am Ferris Creed, and I'm going to unite the lost spirits, whose once bound the wandering trees in place, return the scattered amulets to the core of its corruption, and use the winter's boon to change my life. Come wretchedness or torment through the trickery and deception, I will get what I came here for, and no one will stand in my way, not even Prince Bane. That sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. And it says it's book one on the spine, so I think I pre ordered book two. I'm not very sure on that. We have one of my most anticipated releases of 2025. Do I know when I'm going to read this? No, but I knew I had to buy it. I, Medusa. Mating, maiden, mom, mistress, monster, myth. Maddie has spent her whole life as a place note in someone else's story, out of place next to her beautiful and immortal sisters, and her parents, both gods, albeit minor ones. She dreams of leaving her family island for the life of adventure. So when she catches the eye of the goddess Athena, who invites her to train as an esteemed priestess in her temple, Medi leaps at the chance to see the world beyond her home. In the colorful market streets of Athens and the clandestine chambers of the temple, Medi flourishes in her role as Athena's favorite acolyte, getting her first taste of purpose and power. But when she is noticed by another Olympian, Poseidon, the course of Medi's promising future suddenly and irrevocably, it, I know how to say it, but I'm not going to say it right now because I'm going to mess it up. Altered. Her fate is altered. Irrevocably altered when her locks are transformed into snakes as a punishment for a crime she did not commit. Medusa must embrace a new identity, not as a victim, but as a vigilante, and with it, the chance to write her own story as a mortal, martyr, myth. Exploding with rage and heartbreak and love, I, Medusa, portrays a young woman caught in the cross currents between her heart's desires and the cruel, careless games the Olympian gods play. That's like such a heavy topic. And like even reading the description, like I actually teared up. And because if you know Medusa's lore, you know it, but like that feels more heavier to me than the other ones I've read this year so far. So I think that's gonna have to be one of the first things I read in January of next year because I want to read it so badly. So we have Fairy Tale Retellings, Volume 1 by Scarlett St. Clair. Once upon a time there were 7 brothers, mountains made of glass. All Gaelsha's life, her home, village of Elk has been cursed, and it isn't a single curse, it's one after another and another. Each can be broken by a villager. When it's Gaesla's turn to save her town, she kills a toad who turns out to be an elven prince. As punishment, the prince's brothers banish Gaelsa to live with their 7th brother, the one they call the Beast. But rather than hold her captive, the Beast offers Gaesla a deal. If she can guess his true name in 7 days, she can go free. Gaesla agrees, but there's a hidden catch. She must speak his name with love in order to free him too. Apples dipped in gold. Orphaned at a young age, Samara has been left under the care of her horrible brothers for many years. When a handsome prince offers her hand in marriage, she hopes her kingdom will be the salvation, but on her way, her carriage is ambushed by Lore, the wicked prince of Nightshade. Samara believes in Lore is the punishing her for her crimes against his kind. But the truth is that the 11th prince has pined after Samara for 7 long years. His power over poison rivals none, but Samara is kind of a toxin in his blood. Can the Prince of Nightshade find a remedy, or will he succumb to her desires? So I don't know if it's just the two retellings in this, but that sounds so good to the point like I I want to read it right now, but I'm saving it for next year for a project. I don't know what book comes first, but I'll have to use Goodreads from when the time comes. Here's a spoiler for tomorrow's vlog. We will be reading He Sees You When You're Sleeping, He Knows When You're Awake by Alta Hensley. Stalking in a Winter Wonderland. Why choose between naughty or nice? I feel like this one's the first one. Okay. Popular jewelry influencer Chloe Hallman is steeling herself to spend another holiday on her own. Instead, she finds herself drawn to two different guys: a smoldering hot fan of her secret, seductive online persona, and a sexy fireman named Jake, who looks out for her in New York neighborhood. She has no idea. I know her better than she knows herself. Her deepest secrets, her darkest desires, and she's careful. I've been watching, never leaving footprints in the snow outside her home. Jack was the first responder to the incident that stole a beautiful young woman's family 2 Christmases ago, and he's been quietly guarding her ever since. When Jack uncovers Chloe's secret account, his obsession only grows. Both he and Chloe are drawn to darkness in the mirror. Mirror is their own. She's my Christmas wish to come true, and I'm hers. She doesn't know it yet. What I do like about this, it has some of the trigger warnings on the back. So we have the second one, I believe, but I'll find out with Goodreads which one to read first. Jewelry designer Sloane Whitmore dreams of launching her own custom line, but she needs a Christmas miracle to pull it off. With banks turning her down left and right, she can't resist when a mysterious stranger offers her a lifetime. I see what she creates in those stolen moments. When she thinks no one's watching, I see everything. There's a darkness at her core, and I will unravel her until I find it. Reclusive billionaire Cole Asher offers to fly Sloane out to an luxurious Swiss resort for a meeting. Reluctantly, she agrees, only to realize she met him once before in a New York bar. She's crucial to my plans, and I need her close. She insists that we keep things professional, and I comply. But soon she will realize that every line is blurred when it comes to her and me. Cole offers to bankroll her company, but there's a cost to secure his investment before Christmas. Sloane must move into his Manhattan penthouse. Sloane throws herself into work, yet soon the attraction between her and Cole becomes undeniable. As the city sparkles with Christmas splendor from her penthouse view, Sloane wonders if she has stepped into a fairy tale until Cole's powerful enemies close in, and they will stop at nothing to destroy him, including going after the woman he loves. I will burn the world to get her back, and it will be in time for Christmas. It says these editions glow in the dark. I think because they were sitting on the dresser that I think I saw that. We have one of the UK Twisted Tale exclusive that took a whole month, and this was my second Christmas present. I think I talked about in the first book haul that I ordered 2 books with a gift card from Amazon. This was the second book from that. What if Violet became an agent of Syndrome? After attending a party without her mother's permission and almost revealing she's a super, Violet's grounded indefinitely. But when her parents need to go to a conference, Violet is left in charge. This turns out to be a lot more difficult than she thought after a woman named Mirage shows up at the door claiming that Violet's parents are in danger and that she and her employer Syndrome want to help protect the Parr children. No one else to turn to, Violet does what she can to protect her brothers. So when Violet is given the chance to return the favor, she agrees to help Syndrome on a mission. But as it unfolds, Violet feels something is amiss. Are Mirage and Syndrome really who they say they are? I'm so excited to read this. I don't know when I'm getting to it. I know I'm going to get it to it very soon next year. That just sounds so good. Now, this one I'm sad about because I wanted to read this I think it just came out, but I wanted to read it in September. And I didn't get it in time, so I'm going to hold off for next fall and just read it once the fall season happens. Fall in love with a steamy small town romantic comedy with a swoomy single dad firefighter who must be too hot to handle. I'm in Cozy Creek for two reasons: to get over a breakup and help my grandmother run her bakery. I will absolutely not fall in love, but my grandmother's smoking hot firefighter neighbor keeps rescuing me from the side of the road, from a tree, don't ask, and then finally from my ex with a steamy kiss in a bar. So when he needs my help, I don't know why my glasses are sliding down, they're driving me crazy. So when he needs my help, how can I say no? As a party planner, I'm in the perfect person to step in and work with him on preparations for Cozy Creek Fire Brigade's fall fundraiser. Sparks fly as we spend more time together, but we've both been burned by love before. I will do my best to beat the heat, but then he kisses me for real and fall all at once. I realize we might just be perfect for each other. And I think this might be a series, but she has another book. No, she doesn't. Maybe it's from the same publisher. It's another book I wanted to buy, but I couldn't find in stores. But we will see. This sounds so cute, and it would have been perfect for like right in the beginning of fall or even October when the leaves are changing. And it didn't, well, I mean, it came out like right at the end of November, and I bought it from an independent bookshop because it's signed. That's why it's in that package. It's just something I'll have to read next year. But that is it for day 22 of Bookmas and the last book haul of the year. December's book haul will be going up in January and starting the next year of book hauls. I'm hoping, because the last book arrived today, I don't think I ordered a lot of books in December, so I'm hoping not to have to do 3 parts, because throughout 2025, there have been some months where there's been multiple book hauls because I've ordered way too many books. And I don't talk about the digital books I order unless I read them in my vlogs or even in the wrap ups you've seen. But it was a hefty year of books, and I have so many pre orders for next year, so I can't wait. So I'll see you tomorrow for day 22 of Bookmas. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope these books are really fun, and I will figure out which one comes first. But that is it for now. See you tomorrow.